Samsung is reportedly preparing to launch their upcoming S26 phones in white. A reliable leaker has indicated that the white variant of the S26 Ultra will be exceptionally bright, described as very white or pure white. A concept render showcasing the device's potential appearance with this striking finish has also been created. Although Samsung has not officially confirmed any details about the S26, numerous leaks have provided substantial information about the phones, including their possible color options. In addition to several other finishes, every significant leak so far suggests a white variant. The standard color choices for the S26 Ultra may include black, white, sky blue, and cobalt violet, while silver shadow and pink gold might only be available through Samsung's official website. Recently, Ice Universe, a trusted leaker, shared information about the white version on X, stating, "The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra's white color is very white, and it is very charming and pure white." Another well-known leaker, Max Jambor, supported this claim, describing it as a very nice white. These insights imply that Samsung is preparing to unveil a bright white Ultra flagship. The concept render published on X by Smart Tech Daily illustrates what the device might look like in this color. However, it may not accurately represent the official tone. The phone has also been featured in concept drawings and AI-generated visuals in various colors, including violet, sky blue, and black. The excitement surrounding Samsung's upcoming flagship launch, which is slated for February 25, is being heightened by these leaks. A few weeks later, on March 11, the S26 series may debut on sale. The S26 Ultra is touted to be Samsung's most complex flagship. The phone seeks to lure buyers with small design modifications, new display features, major camera hardware advancements, speedier charging speeds, and more, even if it won't make huge gains over the S25 Ultra. Based on leaks, this is a rundown of the 2026 flagship model's major specs. In terms of design, Samsung wishes to keep the Ultra identity while giving the S26 Ultra a contemporary style. In addition to a new pill-shaped rear camera island comparable to the Z Fold 7, the phone may feature more rounded corners for greater ergonomics. Compared to its predecessor, it might arrive with a lighter, thinner profile. According to sources, the phone will weigh 217 grams and have dimensions 163.6 by 78.1 by 7.9 millimeters. The S26 Ultra may sport a 6.9-inch Dynamic AMOLED 2X display with a variable refresh rate of 120 Hz and a resolution of 1440 by 3120 pixels. The phone might feature an M14 with OLED display and a new color filter on encapsulation depolarizer layer. A privacy display feature that restricts visibility from side views might be added. Bluetooth functions are deleted, while S Pen compatibility remains. The Galaxy S26 Ultra might employ the same 200 megapixels ISOCELL HP2 main sensor as the S25 Ultra. Nevertheless, Samsung might improve the aperture from f/1.7 on the 2025 model to f/1.4. As a consequence, you may expect more realistic-looking skin tones and improved low-light photography. For the ultra-wide gadget, the corporation might retain utilizing the same 50 megapixel sensor. Samsung may, however, make a few tiny modifications to the telephoto cameras. The 50MP5X periscope telephoto sensor with a higher f/2.9 aperture, rather than the f/3.4 employed in the previous generation, might be incorporated in the S26 Ultra. Although it shoots 10MP photographs, the 3X telephoto camera may feature a new 12-megapixel sensor, 1/3.94-inch. In comparison, the Galaxy S25 Ultra sports a 1/3.52-inch 10 megapixels with 3X telephoto sensor. The Ultra flagship might have a new 12 megapixels selfie camera sensor on the front. In terms of performance, Samsung may employ the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 CPU to power the S26 Ultra globally. Higher versions may feature up to 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage, while the phone may begin with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. Notably, the business may offer the ideal configuration extensively available this year. Nevertheless, the areas are presently unclear. We might finally see speedier charging speeds, even if the battery size will presumably remain at 5,000 milliamps. In contrast to the S25 Ultra's 45-watt wired and 25-watt wireless charging, the S26 Ultra might have 60-watt wired and 15-watt wireless charging. Additionally, Qi2 wireless charging with magnetic alignment might be enabled by the phone. Samsung may incorporate the next generation One UI 8.5 version with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. According to sources, the corporation is prepared to debut the S26 Ultra in late February 2026 together with the Galaxy S26 and Galaxy S26 Plus. The Galaxy S26 Ultra's viewing experience will be improved by 2 display upgrades. Samsung creates some of the finest smartphone displays, and the S26 Ultra is predicted to contain 2 distinct traits. Some of the finest smartphone displays are already created by Samsung. Large improvements in resolution or refresh rate are currently less significant than how the screen performs in real life. Additionally, Samsung's next Ultra flagship will be characterized by 2 expected and rumored features on the S26 Ultra. Privacy display is the more fascinating of the 2. This capability will make the screen difficult to see from the sides while keeping clarity when staring straight at it, according to leaks from both Samsung and other parties. Consider it an integrated privacy screen without the downsides of a screen protector that dims or dulls colors. In everyday use, this capability makes sense. Sensitive information is routinely visible on the screen when we use our phones in public. Samsung may allow consumers to rapidly enable more privacy with privacy display, or even configure it to activate automatically for particular apps, such as messaging or banking. Although it's a tiny modification, the user experience may be greatly enhanced. Although not brand new, the second feature, Gorilla Armor Glass, remains significant. It will most likely make a reappearance on the S26 Ultra since Samsung initially released it with the S24 Ultra and kept it on the S25 Ultra. Because new glass is more robust than past incarnations, it provides improved resistance against drops and scratches. The finest thing about it, however, is that it considerably lowers reflections. This makes it simpler to see the display in high light and outdoors. But it also stops you from utilizing the screen as a mirror. But you can always employ the camera. Gorilla Armor was never marketed by Samsung to the level that it needed to have. However, it's one of those traits that makes viewing more pleasant every day. Samsung should ideally provide this capability to more models. All iPhone 17 models, not just the Pro and Pro Max, have anti-reflective displays due to Apple, and we hope Samsung will follow suit. But as of right now, there's no sign that Gorilla Glass Armor will move beyond the Ultra with the Galaxy S26 series. The Samsung Galaxy S26 ranges color and storage details. It appears that the 256GB and 512GB variants of the basic Galaxy S26 will be released. Since this is only a retail leak from Finland, a 128GB edition might be available elsewhere. Ice Universe, a tipster, had already indicated that the base S26 would feature 256GB of storage. Thus, it appears that the 128GB option should be withdrawn. Otherwise, the website states that the S26 Ultra would be sold in 256GB, 512GB, and 1TB variants, while the Galaxy S26 Plus will be supplied in 256GB and 512GB editions. In any scenario, we're confident that Samsung will ditch 128GB of storage with the Galaxy S26 series in order to finally catch up to Apple and Chinese competition. This would be especially essential as it sounds like Samsung will employ the APV codec to produce high-quality video. The phone is predicted to employ either the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 or the Exynos 2600 in different places. Hence, the actual difference will be in processing power. Even so, there will be some dispute about whether it is wise to upgrade from more contemporary models. The phone's pricing is one potential drawback. The existing RAM issue may trigger price rises in several markets, according to reports from Korea. This is horrible news. Launching a phone with a greater basic storage option may result in a slightly higher beginning price, even if it isn't a substantial effect on the pricing. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.